Oh, the Milwaukee fan giveaway. We gave that away to a technician in Texas. I do have some other stuff that I would like to give away. I need to figure out a good way to make all of that um, public and where people can see who wins and announce a winner. I had a bad experience doing it on YouTube where scammers started putting comments. Yeah, the YouTube scammers don't stop. If they see you're going to give something away, they're going to start posting something in the comments saying, "Hey, you've won," and many people. Right. One of the things I wanted to talk about was from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Is it is that supposed to be Brian McBride or is it Brain? You know, that's where I was born in Cheyenne, Wyoming, on Warren Air Force Base. I got lots of stories from there. A video about superheat and subcool. Sure, I can. I guess that's one of the things I take for granted that I know how to do and use and look at the temperatures and so long superheat and subcooling. I kind of have in my head superheat and subcooling should be, but still I look at the charts from time to time. Well, hello, Sean. It's probably, oh my word, about 3 hours, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in London. I do use a concentric flaring tool. I think it's made by Yellow Jacket, the one that I showed in the video the other day. That I don't have any of the motorized ones or battery operated ones. Yes, it's not necessarily a rain out day, but that rain that you have in Oklahoma right now is going to start hitting us tomorrow afternoon. I've actually got a compressor to do, and I could have done it today, but I'm scheduling it for Friday because we're going to have rain come in Wednesday afternoon and all day Thursday. All the way from the Middle East. Well, thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, on the flare joints on the mini split style system I put in my house, you have to use Nylog. First one I didn't use Nylog, and I had multiple problems until I just went back to basics, went and got my Nylog, and after I had 0 problems. New Jersey. Well, it's good to see everybody on the stream. It's not necessarily a rain day, but the weather is such that everybody has their doors open, the windows are down. It's not cold and it's not hot. So, yeah, this is a kind of an off day. But yeah, I was mentioning that I do have some other things to give away. I have a couple of nice things to give away. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it so that nobody gets scammed or the YouTube scammers contact them. I don't want any of that to happen, and that's what was happening the last time. Yes, the Gree Flexx is an inverter-driven system. It is, you wire the thermostat wires up just like a conventional ream or rood. You got a blue for a reversing valve. So it takes a conventional thermostat. It helps with humidity, but there's no way to control the humidity on it. But it is an inverter. It has all the electronics to run the inverter, ramp up, judging from superheat, subcooling, indoor and outdoor temperature. Excuse me, the outdoor temperature. It doesn't know what the indoor temperature. There are no sensors on the indoor air handler. So it does it all outside. They didn't have the special flaring tool needed. Well, yeah, you got to have a flaring tool to hook these things up. The basic programmable thermostat that I use is the Honeywell T4. You can set it up for straight cool or heat pump, straight cool and single stage heat, and you can set it up for programmable. You can set it up where it doesn't need a common and uses batteries, which is something you can't really do with the T6. So I use a lot of the T4. Minneapolis, 35 degrees. Whew. 4 inches of snow in Arizona. I thought y'all lived in a desert. A non-programmable thermostat? I don't carry a non-programmable thermostat because code is now you need to have a programmable thermostat. I just use the T4, and if they don't want it programmable, I don't make it programmable. I've stuck with Honeywell for a long time. I know there's some other options out there, but I've been with them forever. No, the Gree Flexx is not like a mini split where both lines need to be insulated. The Gree Flexx is like a traditional system. It does have an electronic expansion valve outside, but they only use it to add subcooling. The metering device is in the air handler and it's a TXV. So it's a regular liquid line. You don't need to insulate it. It is a lot like a conventional system with a really high-tech condenser on it. Yeah, Jacksonville's not far away. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad the tornado didn't hit you. Yeah. Well, where are you at C Young HVAC? Our rain is starting for us tomorrow. Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach to me means bike week or spring break. I grew up in South Carolina. Hey, Eddie, what's up? A frequent commenter on my videos. Well, Sherman, I'm doing fine. How are you? The Gree Flexx to me was just a really good option. It is not communicating. It's just a very simple setup, a 20 SEER system, and in fact, you can use that condenser on any air handler as long as it has a TXV on the coil. From Canada. Now, I bet it's really cold up there. They do have that particular, the Flex is just a single channel, but they do have like up to 4 tons where they have multiple heads for like the mini splits. I don't know if you could do that with multiple air handlers. That I'm not real sure. Well, thank you, Eddie. I actually had a little trouble starting out this live stream. My it didn't want to connect, and I had to start over. Um, on my 18-volt vacuum, the only Milwaukee 18-volt batteries I have are the 6 amp hour and the 5 amp hour, and I actually rotate my batteries so that I know which one is the oldest one that's been charged, and I just use the oldest one. I have my main units installed. No, you can put the dryers inside. Um, yes, the dryers can rust and eventually cause a leak, but you can put them inside if you have a split system. Well, thank you, Anonymous One. Yes, I am a solo shop. I do everything from answering the phone to bill collecting, the tech work, scheduling. I do it all, but I don't regret any of it. And the scheduling has some real benefits. If I stay up late one night, if I don't have anything pending first thing in the morning, I might sleep in till 9 o'clock. Well, thank you guys. In fact, this year I'm at 31,200 subs right now. I started the year off like 7,500. So that tells you what we've done this year, and I'm really appreciative for all of it. Yes, you can change the compressor on a Gree Flexx. Yes, you can change the compressor on a Gree Flexx. It's not a simple job, but not not too out of the ordinary. But yes, you can change those. I know when you look at the Gree Flexx in that video, you're thinking all that stuff's kind of crammed into one spot, but at least it's all where you can take the panels off and it's right there. You can put your hands on it. There's some of these mini split style systems you can't do that. Well, thank you, Jerry. Well, changing out a 2-ton condenser, that's a condenser. Sometimes it's a little heavier, but it's an easier job than doing a compressor, in my opinion. Yes, that's a big jump in subs in 1 year. I don't work on a lot of Train. There is no Train supplier here, nor American Standard. The Train dealers have to have the Train product shipped to them, and anytime you need a part, you got to wait a couple days. So other companies like myself just prefer not to even try to sell them. Yes, my company's doing good this year. We actually had a really good year. The crawl spaces and attics. Yeah. In fact, I'm getting to the age and the point in my career where sometimes if the crawl space is just too low and it's nasty, I just don't go. I tell them, hey, I can't get down there. And then sometimes that really is the case. I will turn down a job if I have to, if it's just really too low. And y'all see me get into some low crawl spaces, but they do get worse. No, I try not to swear. I may get an occasional OMG. Oh, I'm loving this grease so far. You can't even tell it's running. Um, you set your thermostat on a temperature and it does not move. It doesn't go up or down. It just maintains the temperature. It doesn't go up 1 degree or down 1 degree. If it weren't for the blower, you would not know the thing is running. Thank you, Billy. 24.5 here and it supplies when it's negative 40 centigrade. Yeah, the greaser, I think it's like below zero at some point. It can still deliver 95-degree air. I would have to reread the specs on it. Yes, my Gree is a heat pump. The favorite brand I like to work on, I think some of the ones that I like to work on are the old rectangle reams where everything's right there and easy to work on. That may be some of my favorites. The air handler does not communicate with the condenser on the Gree Flexx. It is wired and thermostat wired just like a conventional, excuse me, just like a conventional system. It so it's got 24 volts controlling everything. Basements in Canada. I see other channels. I like to watch the Michigan heating guy, and 95% of the time he's in a basement or something like that, and I kind of envy that. The zoom lock fittings, the press fittings, I'm not talking about the ones that just slide in, but the press fittings might be okay. I have not tried them yet, but the other ones that you can just unlock and lock and slide your copper in, no, I'm not even going to think about trying those. Yeah, sometimes when I say, that's either that might be something bad. Well, Mike, what kind of mini splits are you? What kind of mini splits are you having that trouble with? No, I have not even seen one of the new Bosch systems. I've watched some videos on them and how to work on them so that when I come up on one, I'm not having to run out to the truck and read the manual right away. I'm probably going to have to anyway, but no, I have not seen any Bosch systems. I was going to install a Bosch package unit, but when the fellow was asking about it, there was only one in the country. And when I found that out, I just realized that getting parts for it was probably going to be impossible. So we didn't do that. But I almost sold one of those. But the Bosch systems seem to be pretty nice. I don't like that they have the top discharge. The one thing I like about mine, it has a side discharge. I'm much less likely to get leaf litter and stuff in there. It helps keep the system clean. And something I didn't show on the back of mine where the line set comes in and I have my thermostat wires and whatnot, I put some more armor flex in there to close off the hole to help keep lizards and stuff like that from getting in there. Yes, I have a Simpson meter. Yeah, I've heard about the problems with Navium because one certain person on YouTube, um, I've I don't install them. I don't really do the plumbing. The closest I might do is working on something like a Renai heater, like you saw on the side of my house. But that's maybe only for me. I don't really do plumbing work. Well, hello. I don't see a name, but hello to the fellow from Norway. Yes, I was talking about the pipe doctor. Yeah, I've seen his videos and he really doesn't like Navian. I haven't seen any Navian down here, none at all. The indoor on demand water heaters that I am seeing are electric. Um, I kind of thought the EPA regulations were going to make us start going to 90% furnaces like they did up north in a higher SEER um, heat pump, but it's looking a lot like they're pushing heat pumps more than they're pushing the higher, what is it, AFUE rating on the gas furnaces. I may have that wrong. Y'all forgive me. Well, thank you, Kevin. It's not just y'all learning from me. I actually learn from y'all. I happen to be a person that does not associate much with other people in the business. There's only like a couple people I even talk to. So your comments sometimes actually do help me out. Mm. How's it going in California? Yes, I have a outdoor Renai heater on my house. I've had it over 10 years and I don't think it's ever been serviced. The outdoor Renai heater, and well, it's just a hot water heater. That's basically all we use our gas for. We do have a couple other appliances like our stove top, but I don't do much cooking. Well, John Arnold, look in my videos. I posted a video Saturday evening of the Gree Flexx that I put in my house. How did I get a day off? Well, I talked to the boss and he gave me a day off. Well, thank you, Hans. I'm glad your son watches. I hope it gives him some good ideas. Oh, look at here. That's Kevin Barnes. I figure I'd give a shout out to him. He contacted me on Facebook. He's from Trinidad and Tobago. Um, Kevin, I hope the videos help you, and I appreciate your support. No, I did not put any supplemental heat in my Gree Flexx. None whatsoever. And here's the good thing about the Gree Flexx. If you choose not to put supplemental heat, it's still not going to blow cold air when it goes through defrost. If you do not add a heat kit, when it goes through defrost, the outdoor unit sends a signal like on W1 or D to the air handler, and the air handler stops blowing while it's going through defrost. And then as soon as it warms back up, it'll start blowing again. So you're not blowing cold air at any time. That's one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and do that. I almost put heat strips in it and then did not connect them. But I decided just to go completely without them. I have not caught that thing pulling the whole system any more than 14 amps. I mean, I've checked on it several times. Yeah. If you're not real familiar with some of the stuff that we do, don't try it. Um, if you're working for somebody else and you have a company backing you up who has insurance and all that, yeah, you can try your hand at something, but you need to be trained to do a lot of what we do. I didn't have to change any of the ductwork at all on my house. My house was actually it actually had a 5-ton on it, but they used it for hot water and it didn't need a 5-ton. We put a 3 on it and it's doing perfectly fine. In fact, the one I took off was a 3-ton, but it's been there for like 25 years. Well, thank you, Kevin. I think the Gree was it's a real cool idea. I like how they set everything up so it's not actually a communicating system. It's much easier on the low voltage side of things to troubleshoot. She tried cleaning it with muriatic acid. Okay, that's a form of hydrochloric acid. No, that's not a good idea. What percentage is apartments and rental homes? I would say 65% is probably rentals and rental properties. Gree is actually a very large company. They're kind of new to this area, but overseas in Europe and throughout Asia and other places, they produce a lot of air conditioners. They're actually one of the biggest air conditioner companies out there. Yeah, I had old equipment on my house too that I just kept fixing it. But that old teardrop pane system, all I ever had to do to it was change a capacitor outside and replace the evaporator coil and the blower motor. No, a mini split with a small leak. Hmm. Check the usuals. Sometimes there is a joint behind the wall of like a mini split air handler, and you have to pull the air handler off the wall and try to access that joint that's actually in the wall. Yes, I've actually thought about putting an alarm on my system at my house because it's under the house. And if it don't drain, the air handler fills up with water and then it just leaks all over the place and you get mold growing in your air handler. So I've thought about that for myself. Yeah, I run service calls and watch YouTube of other people doing it. I do the same thing. Yes, we have a lot of outdoor package units. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks, Clay. I may be short on some videos in the next couple days. That's part of the reason we're doing the live stream today because it's going to be kind of slow. I've been organizing. I just bought a new drawer pack out to put on my van because I was having to pull the pack out completely out and half unload it to get my tools out of it. Thanks. Thanks, Kevin. Well, I think it's Matt. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Happy holidays to you too. No, Kevin, I cannot sell you equipment. I can only install equipment. I'm not a dealer. We don't do that. It's kind of illegal. Well, Banjo Proof, it's my pleasure to do the videos. Well, some tools that you can't get where you are. Is that what you're asking? I probably wouldn't want to get into that with anybody, but what can't you get? Yes, in Georgia, you have to have either three contractors or engineers sign off on your work, and each of them have to sign off on three jobs that you've done from top to bottom. So it's not easy to get a license. Um, But once you get it, hang on to it and keep your continued education up. Thank you, Tom. Georgia does require another contractor, actually 3 of them. And it's hard to do. And they also require 5 years of you working for somebody else, 4.5 if you have a tech school degree. Oh, how about a shout out for Stephen Galvin from Dallas, Texas? He watches me with his son. How about that? All right, get back to work, Banjo. I also probably need to get to work. I have bills that need paying that are just sitting on my desk. Guys, it's really been good talking to you. I'm probably going to cut it short here, and I'll try to do another one. I had told John that I might do one on the weekend sometime, so we might do one together. Guys, I appreciate the views and the comments. I really do, and I enjoy doing the videos. I'm glad y'all like them. Y'all have a happy holidays if I don't talk to you before the holidays, and a Merry Christmas. I'll talk to y'all later.